You probably hear the beautiful sound of construction to the back. You hear that sound? Oh, that's music to my ears. I love that sound. It reminds me of money.
Donald Trump jackhammering his way into history.
You don't own it. Take your behind to another town. Very good.
Y'all better stay the out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for Trump, if you won't start looting, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow.
The food stamp hostage crisis is making everyone crazy.
You know what happens? Women do this.
Well, Gayle King has done it again, y'all. She's over here with them dude from the news station. I'm confused, Gayle.
Did I get Gayle King in trouble? Plus...
Why won't you come on, Jeff, and order fries? You're in? You can bring your binder.
Shh. You hear that?
You probably hear the beautiful sound of construction to the back. You hear that sound? Oh, that's music to my ears. I love that sound. Other people don't like it. I love it, Josh. I think when I hear that sound, it reminds me of money.
If you live in D.C., get used to those sweet, sweet, soothing sounds of demolition. The president's building the biggest and most beautiful ballroom in the world, and it's free. Trump and donors put up the money. And even though she lives in New York, it keeps Mika up at night.
It is hard to watch that, and it's hard to believe that any president could destroy the White House. To take literally a wrecking ball to the White House. It's grotesque. It's just grotesque.
The ladies of The View tried drowning out the jackhammers with their pipes.
You don't own that building. That is the people's building. You don't own it. You don't own it. You cannot take it down. You don't own it. Take your behind to another town.
Hillary says it's not his house, it's your house, and he's destroying it. Hillary just called Trump a homewrecker. When her husband Bill was termed out, Hillary absconded with $30,000 of White House furniture. She even took the silverware. Nothing's more grotesque than what Bill Clinton did to that White House. And what's Trump destroying? Has Hillary not seen the new marble floors?
Did you notice the white marble floor that was put there? That was made out of Home Depot tiles, about 1 foot by 1 foot. They were all broken, about 30 years old. And I replaced it with book-matched marble, paid for by your friend, President Trump.
White House renovations aren't anything new. Presidents have been fixing up the White House for over 100 years. Teddy Roosevelt built the West Wing from scratch. FDR added an entire second floor and then put in an indoor swimming pool. The presidents that followed loved it. Kennedy liked the skinny dip.
That was the swimming pool where Jackie would say, I hear women inside. Are women inside? Quite a famous, I'm not saying anything, this was a part of a movie. And the Secret Service said, no, ma'am, there's no women inside, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am, you're going to have to move along. But I hear women inside. No, ma'am, you'll have to move along, ma'am. So that was the famous swimming pool.
JFK left the pool so scandalized that Nixon filled it with concrete and turned it into the briefing room. Is that why they call it the press pool? We don't know. But Nixon left his mark. He put in a bowling alley in the basement. Truman gutted the whole White House, gutted it. And he slept across the street while they ripped the place up. Barry put a basketball court right on top of where Bush the elder played tennis. Michelle hated Barack playing ball.
I'm always like, be careful playing basketball. Yeah. You shouldn't be playing now. You now have a real important job. And literally, he's coming in with a gauze thing on his lip. He needed like 30-something stitches. I mean, his lip was, I saw it. He had some major speech on Monday, and I was like, this is what I'm saying? You're playing like you're 10, and now your lip is split.
Taxpayers paid for every stitch on Barry's lip. Some of Biden's people are really mad Trump's doing construction.
There's no greater metaphor right now than what's happening right now in this country than watching Donald Trump take a wrecking ball to the White House. Like, the powers that are in the D.C. are not standing up. They're acting as if they're powerless.
Biden painted a trans flag over the Truman balcony and had transgenders flashing their chesticles on the lawn. A nice, classy ballroom will class the place up after what Biden and Hunter did to it. Biden brought construction guys to the White House to do the Situation Room and then blamed them for the cocaine. Trump's bringing in construction guys. He's haggling about the price and then hanging out with them after a hard day's work. The left's glum because Trump's so unconstrained. They can't control him. And his ambition, his vision, his confidence are a constant reminder of the Biden presidency's impotence. The left's struggling over the fact that Trump's a consequential president, so consequential that he's not only rewiring world trade, cutting historic peace deals, he's leaving a lasting physical legacy right on top of the White House that no one will ever be able to take away. In fact, future Democrat presidents, if there ever are any, will enjoy it. They've realized that Biden squandered his executive power, and now that Trump's flexing his, the last 4 years just seems like a waste of time. It's not just the White House. D.C.'s looking so good, Trump's taking out the beast for some sightseeing.
I hop in the beast and I tell the Secret Service, let's drive around town. The place is looking the grass is good, the fences are down, there's no tents, there's no anything. This place is looking really good.
Everybody needs to calm down about the big, beautiful ballroom. It'll be tasteful. It's not going to look fugly like Obama's presidential library.
You're building your ballroom right now. They're also building the Obama Presidential Library. I'm wondering if you've seen...
He needs help.
Have you seen pictures of the architecture? And
yeah,
what
I
do you think
did. It's not too pretty. No, but it's closed. It's stopped. They ran out of money. They're stuck. And he wanted only women and DEI to build it. Well, that's what they got.
Thank God Barry only put in a basketball court. Can you imagine what kind of ghastly monstrosity he would have undertaken? Democrats can't even get their own house in order. They shouldn't be pointing fingers at 47. If anything's being demolished, it's the Democrat Party. Look what happened to James Carville.
I know that you're so appalled by this, but I got to tell you that in Louisiana. I ride in the Mardi Gras parade, carnival, beats, throw people. You know what happens? Women do this. You know what I do? I throw them beats.
Do you want to be in a house with Carville or Stephen Miller? Carville, the not-so-crazy uncle, still can't believe Democrats want boys changing in girls' locker rooms.
What bull? I have a lot of friends that have daughters that play soccer, play volleyball, run track, play softball. You know what their parents don't want them doing for good reason is competing with males. You understand what you're doing to try to do some kind of cheap political point with a bunch of left-wing zombies is you're ruining the women that work their asses off.
Trump's big, beautiful ballroom will have a men's room and a ladies' room. If Gavin's the next president, he can add a trans bathroom. It's the chief executive's prerogative. Democrats are more focused on trans than on biology and beauty. Even CBS thinks they've lost it.
2 out of 3 Americans have an unfavorable view of the party that you caucus with.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Okay, I'll tell you.
Why do they not like you and trust you right now?
This country faces many crises. And I think a lot of working class people said, look, Trump is crazy. He lies all the time, but at least he's going to do something. Where are the Democrats?
Bernie's asking the right questions. Where are the Democrats? Barack's henpecked in Hawaii and only comes out to stab Joe in the back. And if Hunter ever sees the cross-legged Messiah, his lip's going to have another stitch. After Obama walked Joe off that stage during the Hollywood fundraiser, Hunter told Jonathan Karl, quote, I almost jumped up on the stage and said, don't ever effing do that to the president of the United States again. That really, really, really bleeped me off. The party may have turned on Joe Biden, but there are a lot of Hunter Biden Democrats ready for war. The young bare-knuckle brawlers, the kind of people who years ago would have challenged you to a duel. A Democrat in Texas saying this: if they go low, I'm going to the gutter. My brother was murdered. My aunt was murdered. My cousin was murdered. My dad blew his brains out. Sometimes ish is ugly, and you got to be able to fight ugly. Binder's still riding with Biden. She's what you call a Hunter Biden Democrat, and she's ready to light it up.
In this moment, there's an existential threat. Our democracy is hanging by a thread. Some people would say we're already an authoritarian regime. And I need to see teeth. I need to see fire.
The DEI revenge tour's on. She's throwing the whole party under the electric school bus. And she's blaming, you guessed it, the whites.
For me, as a black woman, as a person who's also LGBTQ, I feel as if those communities that I am part of largely get taken for granted. It is not the big tent party that I loved and enjoyed and was part of and fought for.
Binder, who never misses an opportunity to remind you she's black and LGBTQ or STUV, says whites still can't see race.
The leadership Democratic Party side of things, they're actually throwing people under the bus who are vulnerable and need protection. As a black woman who has walked through the walls of the White House and been part of this party for a very long time, we get forgotten, and that by large part the Democratic Party does not see us.
Binder's mad at Nancy and Chuck for cooing Biden because she was collateral damage. And now that Trump's outlawed DEI, Binder's been hung out to dry. She can't get a job. Democrat donors won't hire her because she's the face of the cover-up, and corporate America won't pay her because she's not that smart. The only way her bread gets buttered is by the Bidens. That's why she still sounds like Biden's press secretary.
I saw a guy who I had not seen backstage at the benefit that I did. It seemed like a dramatically different person.
No one is saying that he didn't age. I'm talking about, did he have the questions that I was getting, the mental acuity? Was he able to govern? And the man that I saw nearly every day was someone who was engaging.
We tried asking Binder, are you sure? But she wouldn't talk to us.
Hey, Kareem. Johnny from Fox, how are you? Why would you come on Jeff and Waterfront? Kareem, you can bring your binder.
We can't blame her for not wanting to talk to Johnny.